Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm Chrissy and this is Barefoot in the Garden. I just want to show you guys how I was able to make my very own cinder block rocket stove for our homestead. It was pretty easy, took me about 2 days, and I think it came out really awesome. It cooks really well. So if you're interested in seeing how I made this guy, stay tuned. Okay, so this is as basic as it gets. This is where we started, just a few cinder blocks and a few pavers, and I just pretty much jumped straight in. So I needed one cinder block to have an opening, and they do sell these different cinder block sizes depending on where you go, but I just opted to bust one of my own open and just take one side off. I just used a screwdriver, a flathead, and a hammer. And we pretty much all have those at home. So if you're interested in splitting your own cinder block, I promise you, you don't need the saw. Just get you a screwdriver and a good old hammer. I want to give you guys a quick tip on mixing your mason mix. Add water to your bucket first. That is like the best tip that I can give you when it comes to mixing this stuff. In this case, I put the mix in the bucket first and then added the water, and I wasn't able to really get what was in the bottom of the bucket because the water started setting with the mix that was on top. So I would say always add water to your bucket first, then add your scoops of mix inside. That way you'll be able to get an even mix. In my case, I was having to constantly add water. No good. So for me, I do woodworking. I'm naturally creative and innovative person. So a lot of crafts and a lot of skills come naturally for me. So I'm just going to show you guys visually what I did. I'm not a professional in bricklaying. I've never done masonry before. This is my first time really making anything like this. But since I do have skill in building with wood, it kind of made this process a little bit easier for me. But if you just follow along and watch the video in its entirety, I almost assure that you'll be able to make this exact same thing at your home, even if you have less of a skill set than I do. So spreading this stuff across the cinder blocks was a little complicated. I found that if you take too small of a scoop, you don't get a big enough spread in. If you take too much of a scoop, you make a big mess. So that happy medium is kind of where you want to be as far as how much product you're picking up. With the right amount of product on your spatula, you can get a really good even level spread. But if, like I said, if you have too much on there, it kind of just all drops to the bottom and it makes a big mess. I think also that the consistency of your mix is key. I haven't gotten the perfected consistency yet, not on this try. Maybe the next go around, my mix will be a little bit better. But I would like for more of a solid mixture. I think that my water was off in the mix a little bit. But as you see, it's spreading pretty good still, and it looks pretty smooth, and I was pretty satisfied with the overall outcome. I'm just going to break up all these smaller pieces of wood. I'm going to shove them down to the bottom, and then I'll have my ignition source on the top. I don't know if this is conventional, but I don't really do anything conventional. So since I flipped that bottom cinder block, I'm gonna have like a cube in the bottom that I can stuff some wood in, and then I guess it'll be like a little reservoir. I don't know. I don't even know if that's right, but that's how it's gonna go. Here goes the fun part. So that's it for today's video, guys. I just wanted to give you some inspiration on how you can make your own rocket stove at home to prep for whatever, to have some outdoor fun with your family, or just an alternative way to save on your electric bill and cook outside and be in nature a little bit more. So until next time, guys, keep on growing your own food, keep loving life, and many, many blessings to you and yours.